Hi guys, this is your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 23rd of May. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot for this reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of and what the energy is about. Okay, interesting. So we have the Sun, which is a major arcana card. Then we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a minor arcana card. And then we have the Three of Cups. So we've got two minor arcana cards which are in the element of water. So imagination, intuition, love, connection. And then we have the Sun, which is fire. The Sun is a major arcana card, and it comes towards the end of the major arcana because the Sun is really a part of the Fool's journey where he gets to discover his own true identity. And that's why it's later on in the journey, because you have to go through certain experiences in life to find a sort of connection to something greater than this world. And without having negative experiences, it's really unlikely that a lot of people will take that step to look for something bigger or for something more meaningful. Some people are born very spiritual and it comes very naturally to them. You know, people who join the clergy or people who live in religious community. But for the rest of us, most of us, we kind of go through our lives thinking, this is what I want to do. This is, you know, what my world should look like. And then as you get older, you realize that the world has its own ideas and that you really aren't the center of the universe. And if you want to be a fully rounded person, you need to live your own strength in terms of being a physical human being with a body who does something that's enjoyable, that you get fired up about. That means that you're living your life in a way that gives you a sense of excitement, but also incorporating that with the higher power and asking the higher power, what is it that I should be doing in my life, really ensures that you have access to your inner child. And your inner child is just that truthful place within you that doesn't rationalize, that doesn't make excuses. So, for instance, I'm in a job that I despise, but it pays the bills and it pays really well. It takes care of the kids. So even though I hate this job, I'm going to stay in the job for the sake of the financial security and abundance. Your inner child doesn't understand that. Your inner child will be unhappy and it'll say, I'm crying every day. I have to go to a job that I really hate. And your inner child is going to be miserable, regardless of the financial security. So at some point, we all get to a stage in life where we say, okay, I'm doing this to survive, but really, is what I'm doing to survive worth it? Because it makes me so miserable that being alive is just a disaster. So why should I work so hard at something which makes me so unhappy that I don't even want to be alive? A lot of people get to that stage and continue on anyway. Some people are just so disconnected from themselves, they just say, okay, the bottom line is money. So it doesn't matter what my inner child is doing. If it's kicking and screaming, telling me to change jobs, I'm just going to do what is asked of me by society. I'm just going to make money and I'm just going to ignore my feelings. A lot of people do that. And then they drink to suppress those feelings, or they smoke, or they do whatever it is so that they can continue doing what they think is right, but which really isn't a proper match. So this is about really finding your inner child, your inner truth, and really being honest with yourself and in integrity and saying, is my inner child happy with this? And if you don't like the inner child terminology, then phrase it as my feelings, my inner sense of what I'm doing. When I get up in the morning and go to this job or this relationship, or I look forward to seeing the place that I live, do I feel joy or do I feel negative? Do I feel stressed out or depleted or disappointed, or do I feel elated and joyous and free? And the chance, the opportunity that you have today is to see your life really as it is, to stop rationalizing, to see it from the perspective of your inner child, to look at it and to say, this is my identity, this is what I can do that brings me life. And then when you're doing something that brings you life, you're being of service to other people. That's how it works. That's just a natural reaction to living your truth, that other people are going to benefit from that in a positive way. Now, next we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is about really being with your soulmate. These two almost look like twins almost. They almost look like, you know, the same, just male and female versions. And I think the similarity in the way they look is supposed to indicate that they're soulmates, that they're really meant for each other. The Six of Cups is really being authentic, again, keyword coming up, being nurturing, being loving, and giving your love to something that you really care about and that's authentic. So one, you're going to realize and look at your life in a different way without making excuses for it. You will feel the strong desire to pour your love into something or into some circumstance or a relationship to make that closer and to make that a real thing in your world. Maybe your inner child has been longing to be with this person who you've worked with for the last 2 years and you've never really done anything about it because you don't want to ruin what you've got. Maybe you've got a friendship, a colleague friendship going, and you'd rather have that than risk it and be rejected. But, you know, on the other hand, if you do risk it, you might realize that the other person also has feelings for you and that he or she is so glad that you actually said something about it because he or she didn't have the courage to come to you. So there's an opportunity to really fall in love with yourself and with someone else, and for that to be really innocent and pure. So we're talking soulmate stuff. We're talking, I am bearing my soul and I am connecting with you in the most authentic way that I can. And I expect the same, and you're giving me the same, and that's why we can really come together so closely and blend our souls in a way. Finally, we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is a celebration. It's celebrating your love. It's celebrating your union, your connection. So you can see these two in a different position now. They're together. They're entwined in each other's bodies. They're so connected. They love each other. Cups represents love and good feelings and positivity. So the Three of Cups in the tarot is usually 3 women holding cups and celebrating and having a party. And it usually represents having a good time with friends and socializing and really making the most of that and just having a good time. In this case, it's more about making a fresh start in love, because we've got 2 people there, the Three of Cups, 3 being new beginnings and a fresh start. Also, in numerology, 3 represents communication and ideas, the way you think. It also represents new beginnings. So, by being honest with who you really are and what you want, you either directly approach the thing that authentically, truly, deeply you care about and you go for it and try and claim it. That is very likely to be successful and you'll get the response that you want. And then you can celebrate your togetherness and you can celebrate this new beginning and the beginning of a new journey that you're going to undertake together. So the key to this day, to find this amazing gift and this wonderful, because love is a gift from the universe. You can't generate it, you can't create it, it is given to you. It's not something that you can force. So the key to unlocking all of the love that's available to you is to remember who you truly are. You know, this could be Angela Merkel, okay? Angela Merkel, Chancellor of Germany, she is what we see on TV. She represents the country. No one cares or thinks about the woman or the girl behind Angela Merkel, what she feels, what her dreams are, what her hopes were for her own life. We don't know that. And Angela Merkel may not remember her own inner child either. Her own inner child may have said, I want to follow in my father's footsteps and become a pastor or a preacher or something like that. So it's really about going back, and regardless of your situation, whether you're the most famous politician on the planet or whether you're someone who works at a supermarket, Control-Alt-Delete, take a moment and really go back and say, what as a child or what when I was younger did I really truly want for myself? And really be honest. That will allow you to see something that's an opportunity. 6 is always an opportunity that allows you to realize that dream. And you'll have a new beginning because the universe is on your side and it's asking you to get honest. This isn't just arbitrary. The universe is asking you to get honest and authentic with yourself so that you can spot this opportunity and enjoy a new beginning and a fresh start in love, in relationship, in actualizing yourself and becoming the grown-up or the person that you've always wanted to be. The sun is 19 in the major arcana. Doesn't say that anywhere on here, but it is the number 19. Maybe in the bushes somewhere. Doesn't matter. 19 and 6 is 25 and 3 is 28. 2 and 8 is 10. 10 reduces to 1 in numerology, and 1 is about taking action, being independent, and making magic happen. So this is down to you this day. You have to get honest, you have to take the initiative and really ask yourself, what do I live for? What makes me happy? And if the answer is nothing, dig deeper. Something will make you happy. Everyone has something that they enjoy, that they like, that makes them happy. And even if it seems weak or you know, boring, like let's say your true passion is to play computer games, you may think, ugh, what's that going to do for me? You may log online and you may be on your favorite server and you may meet someone online who then you really hit it off with and you decide to meet in person at some point and you become a couple. Doesn't matter what your interests or circumstances are, the energy is the same regardless of what situation you're in. It's going to wriggle its way into your life and you're going to have this decision to make today, or you have this opportunity ahead of you. So it's a great day to really fall in love with life, with yourself, with other people, and to have that amazing connection. Love is in the air at the moment, so it's a really wonderful time anyway. Now, the numbers I've done, I hope you take some initiative and that you trust that there are good things in store for you because the universe does want you to have a good life. There was a comment on one of the YouTube videos the other day. Someone said, I sometimes feel like the universe wants me to die or wants me to kill myself. And that really struck a nerve with me because I felt that way. I've prayed and meditated and tried to find my way in life. And I have by being able to do what I love to do. But I remember times when the concept of God I had at the time was a punishing God and a God that, you know, judged you and things like that. And sometimes I thought, have you put me here on earth just to punish me? Or have you put me on earth just to get me to kill myself? Is that why you've put so many obstacles and difficulties in my way? And in my experience, that hasn't been the answer. I don't feel that the universe wants me to kill myself. The universe wants me to overcome my obstacles so that I can live the best life possible for me with what I've been given and what's destined for me. But the point is that you continue on the journey that's been laid out and you don't exit early just because you have a faulty belief that the universe is testing you in some way and wants to push you towards ending your own life. The universe would never do that. It gave you life. It put you here for a reason. Why would it expect you to prove that you can give it back? You can only try and do the best with what you've been given. And as long as you do that, you're fulfilling your soul mission, your purpose. Today is a great day to discover that, listening to your feelings and being honest with yourself without making excuses. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to order your reading. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my readings. The astrology chart shows me where you've been in past lifetimes, what your life purpose is this time around, what you're going to be good at work-wise, what's destined for you in love and health, romance, money, relationships, travel, and also what's coming up in future in each one of those areas. So if you're interested in that kind of reading, or if you're looking at where the best place to live is for you, I can answer all those questions. So please do book a reading with me. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.